I want to talk about a few builds that I think are going to be absolutely freaking insane next season because obviously of the exotic buffs that are on the way. And the first one we're going to talk about here is going to be Graviton forfeit. We know that its invisibility is going to be increased. It's going to be better. Your melee charges are going to come back faster too. And overall, I feel like even right now, this one is pretty good. If you're looking for a high tier invisibility build, both for PvP and PvE, but next season, it's gonna be absolute beast mode, man. And I think you should definitely look into this one. First of all, it looks badass, right? Look at this shit. Not only that, but those buffs are gonna change this up. Now, what you want to combine this with, ladies and gentlemen, is obviously gonna be Rat King, because the perk not only increases the invisibility from a dodge, for example, it will also increase the invisibility that you get from Rat King. And don't forget, Rat King is also gonna heal you. And you've seen me absolutely destroy people in the Crucible with Rat King and Backrest, for example. You get a kill, you go invisible, you Backrest, and you absolutely annihilate people. But I feel it's gonna be as strong in combination with this beauty right here next season. And it should be just a lot of fun to test all of these builds out. Not only that, but for a subclass, you're gonna want to run top 3, and that's very easy to guess why, right? You want that invisibility, to last longer, and then you're gonna have invis from your dodges, invis from Rat King, and then survivability from Rat King. Not to mention the fact that going invisible and just dodging already adds to your survivability by a lot. Now you guys can see that stats here are all over the place. That's because I haven't really utilized all of this for this exotic just yet. I just got this out of my vault. But if you can get the stats right, max mobility, recovery, intellect, you're going to be absolutely dominating in the Crucible with this exotic when you combine it with Rat King, for example. And in general, I feel like this exotic is going to move up in the tiers by a lot in both modes. I guarantee you that, like PvE and PvP, because who doesn't want to be invisible for longer times in PvE? Or in PvP as mentioned. So it's going to be a huge change for sure. I can't wait to test that one out. And I'm going to be jumping into the Crucible with this combo right here. Slap on a beautiful bow. I'm super excited for the Trials bow that should be coming next season too. We're going to be testing that one out. You guys know by now, you've probably figured out that I love bows, okay? And my left bicep agrees at all times. Now, as for the next one, I think this is going to be super disgusting, this build, okay? Not only build, but this exotic in general. Let's put on our main helmet here. And then obviously I'm going to be talking about the Bombardiers. Like these right now, I've already made a build about this one. When you combine it with stasis, you dodge, you slow people, and that beautiful bomb just flies up and just explodes, does some amazing damage. And then everybody's left like almost without a shield. It's really, really fun. It takes the fun in the Crucible to that next level. I always felt like it needed a slight buff, and I think they're making it super interesting. So for example, if you're running a Void subclass with this exotic right here, every time you dodge near someone, you are gonna suppress those people. Now, before you panic, they've already confirmed that this shit is not gonna suppress supers, okay? That would have been extremely OP. But I feel like even without that, we don't know however how long this suppress is going to last and so on, but I still feel like this is going to be a top tier exotic because suppressing people, especially on the hunter where you can dodge every 12 seconds, is going to be crazy because they can't move, they can't use abilities, they can only hop. That's pretty much all they can do, and it's super, super strong. Like if you've been suppressed by the Titan grenades, you know what I'm talking about. It's super strong and it lasts for a very long time. So we have to see if it's the same amount of time as we get from, for example, the Titan grenades, or is it less? Is it more? It's going to be super interesting. Now, if you're rocking a stasis subclass, it says that it slows people. Now, the interesting part is going to be, is it going to stack with the stasis slow, right? If it does, you're only going to need probably one melee to freeze someone after that, right? Another thing you want to keep in mind is that if you do run that shit, right? We already have 100 stats here. I like that. But I'm pretty sure we can get 100 stats here when I utilize this build, when I tweak it a little bit, okay? But the thing is, if you have slow from these exotic boots, this means that you can swap around the aspects. So you don't need the one that helps you to slow people while you're dodging, right? So that's another huge plus, and that means that you can kind of shake up the build a bit more, and we don't even know what aspects are coming next week, which is also super interesting. Then on the solar subclass, guys, it adds to the burn. Now I have one extremely strong build for Lemonarch on the solar subclass, and I might remake it just because of this exotic next season. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to be doing a lot of testing, and then I'll only drop builds that actually work and are effective in the Crucible. You guys know me. I don't like to make these like bullshit builds that really aren't effective in the Crucible. And you guys know I love non-meta setup, and that's what I'm all about, like bows and sidearms and shit like that. And that's how I get flawless runs, legend, and all the good stuff, okay? So I'm going to be making a lot of good builds next season, so make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. I mean, the Crazy Fam is a beautiful place where you see adamantium arms, adamantium butt cheeks. Let's not get into that, but a lot of cool shit on the channel, and I have the best community out there. Link to the Discord in the description. Hop right in. Super positive. There is one more you wanna really look into, okay? What you want to do is on the Arc Strider, you're gonna have a blinding dodge pretty much. Once again, we don't know the exact details. We're gonna be dodging next to people. They're gonna be blinded. I'm gonna be looking into some builds. I'm definitely gonna be looking for some builds with the Arc subclass and Bombardiers. But for me, I feel like the strongest ones, especially because Stasis. Don't forget that Stasis is getting a buff for Hunters next season. Absolutely blows my mind. I don't know why they decided this, but they're buffing it. So the super's gonna be better. The melees are gonna be better. Melees are amazing right now, but they're even gonna be better. So that's why I think the Stasis in combination with Bombardiers is gonna be the best one. You pretty much get a free aspect. That's what's happening here. You get it. You get what you get from this aspect right here from Winter's Shroud. Instead of using that, you're just gonna get it with Bombardiers, okay? Especially if we get some OP aspects next season, that's gonna be really cool. As for weapons, you can use anything, man. Whatever you want. As mentioned, I love non-meta shit, but just the whole combo is so strong that honestly, you can combine anything with this and it's still gonna be extremely strong. So yeah, Crazy Fam, that's gonna be it for me. I think these two builds are gonna be S tier, ladies and gentlemen. So stay focused, get these exotics out of your vault, slap them on, get some builds going, get some stats rolling, okay? I want to see triple 100 stats minimum, maybe quadruple 100 stats. By the way, I'm working on that. I'm pretty close. But I want you guys to have triple 100 stats with Bombardiers or Graviton forfeit. And I want you to send me these builds. Let me know how you feel about it. What do you think about it? Is it fun? What you're enjoying the most next season? Because it's gonna be absolute madness come reset on Tuesday.